live. Hello. I see you, and I already forgot your first name. I promised myself I was going to remember it. Freehandly. Oh, is it Jeannie? Hmm, I don't know. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to tell me again because I forgot. I promised myself I would remember and look. Nope. Welcome everybody. Happy Thursday. It's nice and quiet here in the woods in the Chicago forest. Um, it's very hot here today, extremely hot and humid. It's been, hello, Inherited Stitches. Yes, you're second. And it's been hot and humid during the day. Then in the evening, it gets it starts to rain, thunder, lightning. I mean, the TV's going off, all the alarms. Warning, there's, thunder, lightning in your area. Warning, thunderstorm. Warning, tornado watch for this county, that county. And it's just every day, every night, it's like that. And I'm like, last I checked, we live in Chicago, not Florida. I know it's kind of like weird weather to be making a blanket, but I want to finish this up already. I think I started it, oh my gosh, when did I start this blanket? Hmm, months ago. And I used to be able to start something and finish it in like a week, maybe less, but no more than 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, unless it was a super big project. But that just goes to show you how busy my puppy has been keeping me. I mean, just today, he had me running around chasing him. He had something in his mouth and he doesn't know how to stay. He hasn't mastered stay yet. He knows how to sit, he knows how to lay down, he knows how to wait, which is different than stay. Stay kind of mean like you are walking, dog, stop walking and stay here so I can grab you. But he'll learn. It's a work in progress. It's a whip. But I turned up the the temperature on my air conditioning so that it won't be so loud during my live. But I'm starting to rethink that because I'm getting hot now. Hey Dana. Yeah, I'm getting hot. I might have to adjust my air conditioning temperature, which means that it'll be quite no noisy during this live. Hey Cammy, how you doing? I'm just working on my throw. That's really nice. I'm on the last cake. So we're closing her up. We're decreasing now. We've been decreasing. And don't you hate it? Do you ever work on a corner to corner and you'll be increasing for a little while and then when you start to decrease, but then in a couple of rows you forget that you decreased and you start increasing again? Does that ever happen to anybody? Cammy, Dana? It happens to me sometimes if I'm not paying attention. Well, I just thought it would be nice to work on this blanket while I talk to you guys and see if you're Are you working on anything right now? Cammy, you probably are. You're always working on something. Oh, the falling leaves. Jade is coming back from her little break. She took like a little summer break from doing her videos. Just 2 weeks. And she'll be back tomorrow with a new video. Let's see. It's not the first Friday of the month. No, not even close. It's like the last Friday of the month. So I know because she does her calendar blanket the first Friday of the month. So that'll be next week. I'm not working on it. I did Jada's January strip, but I'm not much of a Jago girl. I'm not into Jago that much at all. So I stopped at January. I don't think that crochet police is going to come get me for abandoning that crochet along. Let's see here. My ends kind of look crooked. Anyway, as you can see, I've been posting a few videos this week. 3 actually. Just the strips. Yeah. I was going to do just the strips, and then I started working on my own temperature blanket. So Bob Wilson has an old tutorial, and I find it mesmerizing. Oh, who is that? A tutorial of what? I mean, a conventional myelin. Oh, it is hard to explain. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, because myelin, I've heard of it before. I've probably even seen a few videos on it, but it didn't stick up here. Oh yeah. Okay. Dana, if you're here, do you know what she's talking about? It's Crochet with Claire. Crochet with Claire. Okay. Oh, I've never heard of that one. There's so many I haven't heard of. I was chatting with Rose from Rose Likes Crochet, and she was telling me about somebody. I guess she lives in my area, and she was, just calling her by name, like I knew who she was, and I'm like, who is that? I don't know who we. I forget her name. Now I have to go look it up on our emails. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're looking for Crochet with Claire Mile a Minute. Inherited Stitches wanted to share that link. But Dana, you're the only mod in here. Crochet with Claire, she said, and it's Mile of Minute. But you might have your hands full, Dana, so no rush on that. I know that you're getting ready for your live after me. I came on here quite early today. Look at I'm trying to be a go-getter. Yeah, I didn't get to go live again on Sunday. It was just an off day that day. I had so many plans for Sunday, on Saturday night. I'm like, tomorrow I'm going to do this and that and this and that and this. Nope. One by one, nothing got done. No. It was just disappointing. So it was a wash. But the later in the day improved because I got to go out to the store and I got some new yarn and I made a video about it and I worked on it, and that was nice. I was having a lot of trouble with editing my videos that I made in the past, and I just said, okay, let's just get down to it. Come on, we got to do it. That rhymes. But it was not as bad. I mean, when you don't edit, when you don't do, basically, generally, when you don't do something for a while, not everything is like riding a bike. I had to try and remember the editing skills that I used to have. I was like, I can't remember how to do this. I can't remember how to do this. And, oh, thank you, Dana. That was so nice of you. Oh, don't do that. Don't sneeze your head off. Oh, yeah. I've been sneezing a couple times here and there, but I think it's the, I don't know, something outside, or just dust. But I don't feel sick at all. My throat last week felt scratchy, and that kind of scared me. But that was just a couple hours of that, and that nothing came of it. Yes, Dana has some skills. Um, Free Henley's is she must have left out. She must have gone out of the room for a while. I was trying to remember her first name. Dana, do you know? Free Henley maid. Do you know her first name? She told me, and I told myself, don't forget it. I should have said, make sure to remember. You know, there's my phone. My husband, Mr. Hook, is going to be here in just a few minutes. He's going to be home because we're having somebody from the mobile phone company that we have come over to repair his phone. I guess that's a service we pay for every month, a certain amount of money per line. And yeah, his phone, as he went to he I guess he temporarily removed his screensaver, and he just happened to let it slip from his hands, the phone, and it fell on the floor. Not on the carpet. Or was it on the carpet? I don't know. Maybe even on the carpet it fell. And the screen cracked. So he's been without I mean, he could still use it, but it's, like half the screen vertically, half the screen is black. We have to drive all over Hex Half Acre to get any smartphone looked at. Oh my gosh. Where do you live? Inherited Stitches? Where do you live? I know we're kind of lucky that we live. Not only do we live, it seems like in the middle of nowhere, in like the forest, or it's quiet, but you just go a few, yards out, and then ta-da, you're out in the world. There's all kinds of stores, restaurants. Not that I like to go to restaurants anymore these days. North of, I think you told me that before. Denver. Okay. Um, yeah, we have so many things that we have access to. as close as walking distance, and the other day I was thinking, I was making my grocery list, and I said, okay, I need some Italian sausage from the deli, and my grocery store doesn't have, it's a supermarket, but they don't have like a butcher. And I like to get my Italian sausage from a butcher, you know, not just prepackaged. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I should go to Mariano's, which is a few miles away, or should I go to this store, which is a couple miles more? And then I forgot walking distance is a Italian butcher. I forget about that. It's an Italian deli. It's got everything. I mean, not everything. Any meat or cheese you need that derived from Italy, you can get it there. Any kind of olive oil you want, any kind of pasta, whatever shape, frozen or boxed, it's there. And your basic produce, garlic, onion, you know, they have Italian ice. They have homemade items. They have baked goods like cannoli, and oh my gosh, it's a really nice place. I could walk to that place and I always forget about it. I'm always like, I pass it and just go straight to the big store. Why do I forget about that store? Yeah, I went to that store one time. I needed real Parmesan cheese. I'll tell you, after you use real Parmesan cheese, it's kind of hard to go back to the green container of cheese, the craft, because that's not the same stuff. Mm-mm. This morning I was on TikTok and I stumbled across this very smart guy. He doesn't have a catchy name, so I don't remember what his name is, but I made sure to give him a follow so that I can look him up again. And I can't show you because I'm using my phone to make this live. So anyway, but it was just so clever and funny that I decided to watch his whole playlist. No, I couldn't finish his playlist because there was just so many things. Oh, no butcher. Once you go real farm, you can't go back. Exactly. Yeah, it's hard. But Cammy, if you can get to a butcher, get a ride to a butcher. I don't know if you drive, but stuff at the butcher is much better than the regular grocery store and package. I mean, it's just it's fresher. I don't think it's more expensive. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a point not to forget about that butcher. I mean, I pass it every single time I go somewhere because it leads to the bigger part of the area where every store is. So it's literally inside the 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 road that I live off of. It's on that road. It's so small and it's it's right there. I don't know. I don't know why I always forget about it. So we're gonna go there today to get my Italian sausage. And Mr. Hook is like, I want to get some lasagna. They have like prepared foods. They have like a whole. So they're not a restaurant, but it's like a restaurant because you can order a food and you can take it to go. But it's homemade. It's hot. You can even order, a sandwich like Italian sausage sandwich or breaded steak sandwich, and they're like giants and they're only $5, and it's homemade. It's a really good place. But I mean, if it's a place where if you have a desire to gain weight, that's your place to go. That's the place to go. Go there. They have everything you need to put on the pounds. hmm So maybe that's why I forget about that place, because I don't want to go there. Because every time I go there, then I'm tempted to get their homemade cannoli, and then they have cheesecake. I was in line one day, and this woman, she was like, "It's my birthday, so I decided to buy myself a slice of cheesecake." And she, I'm like, "Man, is it that good?" And the lady, the girl, she's like, "Yes, it's that good. People come from miles away for this cheesecake." So I still haven't tried it yet because, I like sweets, but I don't want to start something and then, "Hey, Tammy, how are you today?" I don't want to, we're talking about food. I don't want to start on something and get on a kick with it. One time, I, after years of not having any Oreo cookies, someone gave me a little sample, one of those packages with 2 Oreo cookies in them. So I'm like, what's the harm? I had those Oreo. Oh my gosh, those are so good. I instantly became addicted to Oreos. I put on so much weight. I not only Oreos, then I became addicted to the ice cream with the Oreos in it, the like the Blizzard, but like they have at Culver's. It's called a concrete mixer, and I would ask them for chocolate ice cream and extra Oreos and the largest size. Oh my gosh. I was like going every day for a week or two. And then I was like, this enough. And my husband was like, "You need to go to Culver's today, Culver's today, Culver's today, Culver's today, Culver's today, every day." I was like, that's enough. I gotta stop. But that's why I don't like to, when I hear something's really, really good and I'm not in the mood for it, I can pass it up. No, thank you. Because I will go all in. I will dive in to that party and stay at that party longer, even when the party's over. I'm still at the party. So that's probably why I forget about that butcher shop, because they have good cannoli there. So that's that's that. Enough of food. Can we? Oh, let's talk about something else. I well, I'll tell you this. I did have a good breakfast, a late breakfast, but a good one, a hearty breakfast, healthy breakfast. I couldn't figure out what I wanted. Couldn't figure out. I didn't have a lot of um, items in my fridge that were just like readily available. I did some cleaning out of my fridge, so I need to do some grocery shopping. No, never made a cheesecake with Oreos because to me, I like plain cheesecake. It's like heaven. So I don't want to mess with plain cheesecake. I just love plain cheesecake. And Oreos, they're perfection too. So to mix them, it would just be too much for my brain. I love plain cheesecake that much that I just don't want to mess with plain cheesecake. I love plain. Oh, do did I tell you I love plain cheesecake? Anyway, so what I had for breakfast was some old fashioned cocoa wheats. Do you know what cocoa wheats are? It's like a malto meal, but it's chocolate. They're really good for you. They're not, it's not a bad food. I had that. It was really easy to make and it fills you up. It's not that bad. Cheesecake with Oreos is pure sin. I yeah, I guess to me the combo of chocolate ice cream with Oreos, I just couldn't get enough of. I was I was even buying the Oreo ice cream in the carton from the grocery store, and then I would add more Oreos in it. Oh yeah, I went all in that Oreo party. All because of this. I don't remember who. I don't remember where I was, who I was with that day when someone gave me that little pack of Oreos. And I remember, I haven't had Oreos in a decade maybe. And so I ate one, and oh God, I was just reminded how good Oreos are. My goodness. But now I do not purchase Oreos. Oreos are not allowed in my house. Not anymore. Mm-mm. And that weight that I put on, it takes long to come off. It's fast to come on, but well, it took a long time to uh, to leave. Mm-mm. But I don't know. Oreos. Even though I know Oreos, like it's like they're not like organic or anything or healthy at all. Like there's probably stuff in there that we don't want to know about. You know, I mean, my friend used to work at the factory at Nabisco, and she told me some stories. And when I eat my Oreos, I act like I didn't remember. I don't. I act like that was a dream I had. She didn't really say that. She must have been no. That was a dream that didn't really happen. I just ignored what she told me. I don't know. I won't tell you. I'll spare you. I am eating on an okay diet. Not my best yet. I lost 3 pounds. 3 pounds is 3 pounds. That's like I mean, that's like a half a pack of sugar. That's something. Mm-hmm. Yes. And now we flip our corner to corner. This is getting heavier. I promised myself I would not ever make such a big blanket again because not in one piece. Um, anyway, um, it's just I made a king size corner to corner one time. Ooh, that thing was heavy. Every flip, and at the end, you're flipping every few boxes. You're flipping every couple times a minute. It was just, it was, oh, that ending was hard. I think that was my husband that I heard. Mhm. I think I think I'm gonna get this for my back because my back is starting to hurt. In this, oh, that's much better. I have to be careful of carbs and sugars. Yes, don't we all? Carbs. You must be around my age. The carbs and sugars, man. Everything is a carb, and I mean everything turns into sugar almost. It's. I'm working on my corner to corner. Yeah, even fruit turns into sugar. But fruit, I love fruit. I love fresh fruit. I especially love. Weren't we supposed to stop talking about food? I love sliced mangoes. You can get them in the grocery store by my house. You're gonna pay a lot of money for sliced mangoes. I'll tell you. But oh my gosh, is it worth it? I can eat that. I mean, you get for like maybe $8, you get like a whole container full of sliced mangoes. So good. But I find that fruit makes me hungry. Is it just me? Does fruit make you hungry? Oh, you're type 2 diabetic. Yeah, and I'm trying not to become that. My doctor and I are working on a plan because, I'm knocking on the door, you know, and he's like, "Oh, mm, you're you better check yourself before and so we've been working on it and yeah. Mhm. Cammy says for his falling leaves Afghan, at first I had 185 chains and then frogged it and chained 215. Oh, Lord. That's a lot. The most I've done is 100. I've done 199 chains for a blanket before. I've done that. All food makes you hungry. All food makes you hungry. But I mean, Cammy, like it makes me hungrier when I eat fruit. You know, fruit like doesn't satisfy my hunger in the long run. Like it might give me 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh, that was a good meal. But then no, I have to. I get hungrier. My stomach starts actually growling after fruit. But mm. Now, Temmie, last crochet project was 200 chains. Oh, yeah, those are risky. Those long blankets are risky. Because if you mess up, like Cammy did, he had to frog it after 185 chains. Okay, one more question about food. And I'm not going to promise to be done. But tell me, as a type 2 diabetic, do you have to watch your fruit intake? Like, are you not supposed to eat any fruit at all? I know no juice. Like my doctor is against fruit juice. Like even the real stuff, especially the real stuff. She's like, juice is bad for you, bad for you. I'm like, but it's fruit juice. No. Apples make you hungrier. Mm-hmm. Apples, oranges, bananas, grapes, cherries, strawberries. I had these really delicious strawberries the other day. Wonderful. Here comes the man of the house. And I'm about to see a dog fly in here. I'm surprised I haven't seen it. I don't know. He must be really in a coma. He was on our bed. Oh, there he is. Here, Jim. The way he greets Mr. Hook, Chester.
How many people you got? Hi.
How many? I got 10 people.
Kisses.
Chester. Daddy's home.
Okay, well, here we go. There you go.
Yeah, bananas are high in sugar.
There you go.
We're talking about fruit and sugar.
Good.
That fruit is good for you, but it turns into sugar. I was telling him about the strawberries we bought the other day. Remember?
Yeah.
Those were so good. I don't like strawberry flavored anything, and people assume that I don't like strawberries. Not true. I don't like artificial strawberries. Ugh, please. But I don't like lollipops that are strawberry, fruit chews that are strawberry, candy, gum that is strawberry. I don't even like the smell of it. Like if you're eating it around me, oh, I need to get away from you. I just can't. I can't. I don't know. I hate that smell. Hate is a strong word, and I use it for certain things. And strawberry candy and strawberry flavor is one of them. But strawberries, that's a different story. I love strawberries. Oh, I didn't see that. You said some fruit is limited. Yeah. So you just got to be careful. Well, at least you can still have some. I went to a fruit stand not too long ago and I bought some potatoes and I was not happy with how they came out. You know why? My husband has a theory why those potatoes were not good because we live in Illinois, not Idaho. But no, those potatoes were not good. So we're teetering, 12, 11, 12, 10, 12 people in here. That's really nice.
No, I gotta play mine.
Yeah, turn yours on. I wonder who. We only are. Sammy and Cammy are the only ones chatting. Who else is in here? Anyone else? Wanna say hi?
Remind them to watch your video.
Yes, I did mention the videos. I have 3 new videos out. I should have put the links. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna put the links in the description box. I set it up and I'm like, what are you supposed to do? And I forgot to do that. If you've never been to the strawberry capital of the world, you should go. Oh, where is that? Where's the strawberry capital of the world? I'm just looking at Chester. He's playing with a snack, a dog treat, but he likes to play with it before he eats it. Toss it around and jump. Huh, I wonder what are you going to do when you hit 1,000 subscribers? I am so close. The giveaway. And I'll give you more details. But hold that thought. Because I see something in the chat. Okay, let me ask again. Yoo-hoo, babe, what is the strawberry capital of the world?
The strawberry capital of the world?
Yeah.
I don't know. Mexico?
Hint, you used to live there.
Philippines?
No, not the Philippines.
California?
San Jose.
Really?
Yeah. Did you know that?
No, I don't know.
My husband used to live in San Jose. And then the garlic capital is Gilroy, California. Garlic. I do love garlic. This whole household loves garlic. In fact, one time I made something and I thought I put too much garlic in it. And I asked one of my kids, I said, did I put too much garlic? And he says to me, there's no such thing as too much garlic. I like that answer. So, Maureen, back to your question. 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to do the same thing for when I think I did it for 700 subscribers. Did I give the basket away? I made a homemade basket of the winner's choosing, whatever yarn, whatever Red Heart Super Saver yarn they wanted me to make out of it.
Did you show them this new yarn?
I did, but I could show it on my live if you bring it. My older sons were born in California. My husband went to California. He ran away from home, and he went to California. He ran away once he turned 18. Go from here. Go. Okay. You should come to Traverse City, Michigan. It is the cherry capital of the world. Oh, I'm learning all these new capitals of the world. Did you see my video, my latest video with this crazy yarn? It comes like this, you know, in a ring, and you separate it, and you work from the outside, okay? And it's supposed to not ever tangle. And you can even play with the colors. If you don't like this color, you can just remove it, you know, and connect it as you go. Like if you were to do it with a cake and you wanted to remove a certain color, you would have to pull it all out, and just roll it up. But this one, you could just pop out, you know. But if I did that with any color, I would choose this color and get rid of this color. This color is a very boring color. It's not even a color. I don't even know why would you put that in there. I'm not a fan of that color. So I started working with this. This is cute, but I'm excited for the big donuts to come out. That's the big cake version of that. So instead of big cake, it's a big donut. I love big cakes. I can't wait for the big donut. And I still have to find a Red Heart Super Saver one. Oh, yeah, I like it. I like it too. It's okay, but I want the big donut. Grand Haven, blueberry capital of the world. Chester likes blueberries. Let's see. The cherries are even better for that. I should know. I have. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, tart cherries are better for that. Okay. Have you heard of Dana 220? No. What is that? Is that a channel? I need to get more strawberries. You know, my mouth is ready for strawberries. I love the strawberries. They were very good. Very, very good. I even gave Chester some strawberries. There's my air conditioning. It kicked on, so it's gonna be loud here just for a few minutes. Well, I don't know. It might be more than a few minutes. My air conditioner likes to go below what I set it to. You know.
That's it.
So if I set it for 75,
Yeah.
it'll go all the way down to 74.
Stay. Okay.
Dana Wanderlust. Okay, so did she change her name? Because I heard of Dana Wanderlust. Dana Ponies is another crochet shop. She's getting prepped for Christmas in July fairies. 2022. I was like, when I read that, I'm like, isn't that over for 2022? Ooh. Yeah, I've seen some of those videos. They go out all out for that. I don't know. I'll have to consider doing that one year. Oh, oh my gosh, my foot is asleep. My foot is asleep. OMG. Ooh, that's annoying. Oh my gosh, help me. My foot is asleep. I don't know what to do. Yes, it is. Huh? So she's planning on adding more than just crochet channels too. Oh, yeah, because Christmas in July is a thing everywhere. Like we used to have Christmas in July at our church for the kids. We used to get some poor sucker to dress like Santa Claus in July and walk around the church parking lot giving away. Who used to dress as Santa Claus at the church? It's probably Adam, right? That one year. Hey, Nancy's here. Ah, you have your new baby there. I bet the baby smells so good. Well, Nancy, you're just coming in. My foot is asleep because I'm sitting on this chair. It's very low to the ground. So, not good for, not a good position to sit for a long time. I'm probably going to have to change. Oh, he just drank a bottle and fell asleep. You have a small soda bottle? Why? Would that? I do have a small soda bottle. Would it help me? I actually do have a small soda bottle. Give me one of those ginger ale bottles. What should I do with it? Come on, foot, wake up. How old is he now, Nancy? He's not too old. He's like, what, 3 months, 4 months? One of those bottles. And your son is calling me. Hello, Bradley. I'm on my live. Call your dad. He's right here. Okay? But call him on his work phone. Bye. Let's see. Don't open it. He opened it. I'm supposed to like roll it on my foot.
Oh, no, right. What?
Yeah. 2.5 months. Oh, he woke up as soon as you stood up. Yeah, babies do that. I used to babysit a baby like that. I couldn't even sit on the couch with him in my arms. He wanted me to stand up.
Who's calling you, Bradley?
Yeah. He was probably calling you, but you don't answer your phone. I was just talking about this. My kids don't like to text me. They always call me. They call me, not just text. Even if it's for something, you could have texted me for that. Which it only bugs me because look, he calls me while I'm on live, right? Or for some reason he gets a signal and he says, "Mom is paying for something at the grocery store. Let me call her." And or like when I'm trying to leave the house and I have things in my hand, Bradley calls me. Oh, really? Yeah. I think I like the marbles because this this soda bottle is like running away from me. But yeah, thank you for that, honey. That helps. Much better. And I usually don't have these small bottles in my house. I only have them because my store, oh, did not have my little cans of ginger ale. They only had the big cans. Well, I like to drink ginger ale, but those little cans of ginger ale, I can't even finish half of it. I just want a little bit of ginger ale. So I bought these bottles instead. So, you know, I'll take a swig here and there and put it back in the fridge. After 3 or 4 days, it's no good anymore. So I have to dump it. That's how very little I drink the ginger ale. Because the pressure you put on it helps. Okay. Yeah. Even though I do have like a machine, a foot massager machine. You'd think I would use it every day, but no, it's in my closet. hmm Oh, my Chester. He's so cute. He's looking so cute over there. What does he want to buy now? Well, he asked me about that already. I told him to wait. Did I tell him to wait till tomorrow? I think I did. What did he say? What? You got to transfer him money? I can't hear you.
Yeah, I gotta transfer your money.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's why my son calls me when he needs something, when he has a problem. Never just to say hi. Which maybe that's why it aggravates me when he does call me because yeah, he could text me his needs. He could text it to me. Good job, Chester. Yes. Good job. Go. Leave it. Good job. Now sit. Sit. Lay down. He's got to scratch first. Chester, lay down. Good job, Chester. Oh dear, now I lost. What was I doing? Oh, wait. Oh, I turned. Chester. That's why I didn't know what I was doing. Because I'm going to turn. Turn and decrease. Don't forget to decrease. What are you cooking now? Oh. My husband and my son like to go out and get gyros. I don't eat gyros. Do you eat gyros? That's not my thing. I'm sorry, Nancy. You know why? It's because my air conditioning kicked on. And in a few minutes, it's going to turn off. In the meantime, I'll have to shout. So, yeah, I'm not into gyros. And they tried this new place. Oh, it was not good. So, if it was so bad, why would you eat the leftovers 3 days later? I thought you were going to go to get your lasagna over there. Okay. You like to swear during my live. I guess Sandrina's here. I guess it's good that the air conditioning is on. I now don't even give any to my dog. Don't give any of that stuff. He likes to get Chester food from the table, and I don't like that. Sandrine, I'm just finishing up my blanket. I don't know if I'm going to finish today. I'm definitely not going to finish today. I know that for sure. I know that for sure because I have a few other things that I have to do. And today is a busy YouTube day. Not that I can't crochet and watch YouTube, but I got to do my other things. Plus, have that YouTube on because Thursday's YouTube marathon. We got me, we got Dana after me, and then we have Sandy, another Sandy, and then we have Rosalie. Does she go live anymore? I didn't see her last time. Um, Maybe it was just one time. And then we have Mimi Cat, and then we have Dana again. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I had taken a break from crocheting so much, not because I wanted to, just because this new puppy has got me busy, busy, busy. But it's improving, and I was just feeling the effects of not crocheting, and I sat down and I forced myself to crochet, and now it's something that I do every day again. because it helps that much to crochet. It helps me anyway. I don't know about you, but it helps me stay sane. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at my husband over there. He looks like he's suffering eating those leftover euros. Are you that hungry? You were supposed to stop and get yourself lasagna. It's dry. Is it bland? We've been watching Kitchen Nightmares here. If you know, you've heard me say, if you've been watching my lives, you've heard me say this before. We've been watching Kitchen Nightmares, and it's just opening our eyes to a lot of things that go on in some restaurants, and even my house. Okay, yeah, Freehandly. I was saying that I unfortunately forgot your first name. I told myself not to forget. I even repeated it when you told me. I remember repeating it and said, "Don't forget, don't forget," and I forgot. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that video. I made that video earlier this month, but it took me forever to edit it, and I mean, it's not perfect now, but I was just like, forget it. I'm releasing it because it can't sit on this thing forever. Oh, you're diamond painting. That's nice. What was I started like color by number. It's almost like diamond painting, but without the little diamonds. Yeah, I was getting all into that. It was nice, but I put that down. I'm like afraid my foot is gonna fall asleep again. I still got my bottle here. Do you want some of this ginger ale since you opened it already? And once you open it, it goes bad. It starts to go bad right away. You probably need some ginger ale after eating that euros. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, so tell me your first name again. I forgot. Like, uh, I knew I was gonna. I was really trying not to forget your name, but what is it? I was thinking as a genie, but I don't think so. I'm really bad with names. Oh my gosh. I used to be really good with names. I used to actually teach in a kindergarten classroom. I used to have to remember these little kids' names. Not only that class, but there was other classes that I tried to remember everybody's name, you know. But I was a lot younger then, so it's a different story. Elizabeth is here. You're at work. Yes. Lovely yarn wall. Thank you. Okay. Maybe you could adjust this temperature because this air conditioning It's just so loud, babe. I'm having my water. Cousin Joe is here. How are you?
So, lay down. Lay down. Wait. Okay.
He's a good job. Chester, boy. Chester knows how to sit and lay down and waits for his treat until we say, okay. But he doesn't know how to, you know, he makes us chase him when we need to get, when he gets something that he's not supposed to get, we gotta chase him. We're not supposed to chase him, but like, what are we supposed to do when he's got something in his mouth that he shouldn't have? Oh, this one? Yeah. This is from Red Heart Super Saver. I really enjoyed making this. This is made with 4 strands of yarn held together at the same time. Yeah, I like this. And then this one I just stuck up there just to be funny. So when I'm working with this corner to corner and I'm working with the cake, maybe this happens to you, and the color transitions, I get so excited. So excited. And I would think with this yarn, oh, excuse me, I would think with this yarn, you already know what's coming, you know, but with the cake, you know what's coming too, but like my cake is in my bag, so I can't really see my cake. So when it does transition, it's a little surprise. It's a happy little surprise that I do enjoy. How many skeins? So 4 skeins. I just pulled out each one. And then when I finished with all the 4 skeins, I wasn't finished with the basket. So what I did was I bought 2 more skeins and I pulled one from each end. I pulled from the outside and then I pulled from the inside. So, oh, look, a whip. So I pulled from the outside and I pulled from the inside. Oh, no, this is a bad example. This is not a good example, but you know what I mean. So 6 skeins altogether. But I was setting like that with that.
What number did you give these people to call?
Yours.
The 691?
Does it work?
I don't know. I'm just wondering. I just want to make sure that.
Does your phone work? Can you accept phone calls?
My phone can take phone calls, yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think of that. So after I finished the 4 skeins, I took 2 more skeins and I pulled from this end and I pulled from the outside to make 2. I did that with 2. That was a lot of trouble to keep track. That was mine. Oh, at that time, I like really wanted to finish the basket. Not bad for such a great big basket. My granddog would love that for his doggy toys. Oh yeah, I should make it for Chester's doggy toys. Poor baby, he has a box, an Amazon box. I should make it for his toys. That's a good idea. Why does my voice turn like this when I talk about my dog? Right, Chester? Chesties. Chesties is taking a nap with Daddy. Okay. When I take my dog out places, like I'll take him to the chiropractor, and I take him in his carrier. He doesn't bother anybody. He's quiet. But sometimes people are there and they know that I have Chester there. And they're like, "Can I see your dog?" And I'll bring him out and you know, they give him a little pet and Then we all start talking like dish, and my chiropractor's like, "What is wrong with you people?" And I hear cousin, I'm at praise team practice, teaching music and listening, multitasking. Well, good, Joe. That's what I'm talking about. Multitasking. That's that's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. That's what. That's why you're the cuz with the buzz. Your dog is a lab mix. Um, so my chiropractor doesn't understand why people, change their voice like just with dogs. He he has a dog. It's not like he doesn't like dogs. He has a dog. He just, I think I said this before. No, I don't think I said this. My chiropractor thinks dogs are not people. He doesn't think dogs are people. And I just find that odd. I mean, dogs are people. Right, babe? So he's just waiting for this guy to come to fix his phone. And they give you a window, a 2-hour window between 3 and 5. So that's what we have to look for. Now we can't even go anywhere until 5 or until they come. I have 2 little Shih Tzus that are like human babies. Yeah, those Shih Tzus think they're people more than other dogs think they're people. I had a Shih Tzu. Her name was Penny. I had her for a long time. And then I had to. We moved into an apartment that did not accept pets, and there was no such thing as emotional support animals at that time. So my aunt took Penny and took care of her for the rest of her life. So she was well taken care of. But when we bought her, she was my neighbor's dog had a litter of puppies, and she was the runt. So we got her for, I think we paid like 150 for her, but that was a long time ago. So it was like 28 years ago. Long, long time ago. hmm Maybe even 29. I don't know. Yeah, because we got that dog before we got married. We were not married yet. We got a dog together. I have. Oh, okay. Right there. It's suddenly so quiet. Now I feel bad about talking. I don't want to disturb you. You want to go in the other room, take your nap?
No.
Am I disturbing you? Sorry, but I gotta do this live. I'm gonna. I still got a long time to go. So, what is that noise? I just heard like somebody screaming. I don't know. It sounded like a coyote, but coyotes are not out right now at this time, are they? Or is it a baby? I don't know. The other day I was looking out my balcony window. I was looking out my balcony and I saw there's a pond out there. And I saw my neighbor on the grass by the pond, sitting on the grass. And then I look again, he's gone, but his clothes are on the grass. And I look over to the pond and he's just there swimming in the pond, swimming. I'm like, what what is going on? It's not for swimming, that's for sure. There's fish in there and probably a bunch of bush, shrubbery down there. It's a pond. It's got a fountain, that comes, it's on all day. It's so loud. You go out there and you're just, it's so loud out there, the pond, the fountain. I feel like I want a cup of coffee, but I'm not sure. It's almost 4 o'clock, and if I have a cup of coffee now, guess what? I'm not going to be able to sleep, and I have to wake up early tomorrow. Yes, I do. That's going to be hard. I don't like to get up too early if I don't have to. But it's okay. I will. It got quiet suddenly here with the chat. Is anybody out there? I see 6 people out there. Anybody? Bueller? It is just way too quiet here. I don't like this. I wish we were allowed to play music in the background, because this no music thing, it's just for the birds, It looks like I think I'm getting close to the end with this. No, not really. Not really. Still got a good chunk. But I do know that once I finish, all I have to do really is look at the yarn to tell me how long to go. Because I did 4 cakes. 2 cakes I increased, and then 2 cakes I'm going to decrease. So obviously, if it took me 2 cakes to increase, it's only going to take me 2 cakes to decrease. So that means when I finish the yarn, I'm going to be finished with my blanket. Thank you, Erin. Oh, that's right. I forgot you're at work. Okay. But this crocheting is really relaxing me now. And I'm yawning. Forgive me. But this is how much crochet is relaxing to me. It just it it helps me with my sleep issues. And the thing is that there's not a TV on. It's just me talking to a phone. And I think, I don't know, should I share this link out? Maybe I should do that. Oh, wait. No. Copy. Okay. That's what I'm going to put the link, the StreamYard link. Maybe if anybody wants to come up here and chat with me and keep me awake. Because hello, Samuel. Nice to see you. Welcome in. Is this your first time here? I'm Sandy, Hook Hook Crochet. Sandy. I like to crochet. I'm making a little throw blanket right now. It's very quiet here. I should like buy a sound machine, like that makes bird noises or something. Forest sounds. Something. It's just too quiet since you can't play music. My thing fell. Okay, take this Okay. I'm sitting very low to the ground on a little stool here, a little chair. This is a chair, a wooden chair that my grandfather made just for me. And that was his thing. He was a carpenter. He made a lot of things out of wood. And my grandmother made a lot of things out of yarn. So between the two of them, they were very creative. And they created a lot of children as well. My grandmother had 9 children and so many grandchildren. So many. Like almost 30, I want to say. Close to 30. I always forget the number. I don't know why. I think I used to try and memorize the number, but then there would be more grandchildren born. And so I just couldn't keep track anymore. But it's almost 30 people, 30 cousins. I'm one of the oldest ones. So a lot of my cousins are very young. Some of them are even my kids' age. Yeah. hmm Yeah, Samuel, you're right. But I didn't become creative until my grandmother passed. I That's one thing I'll never, I feel like I wish it was, if only I could crochet with my grandmother, because she crocheted all the time, and you know, I never was able to learn how to do it. But recently, now that she's in heaven now, a couple years ago I learned, and I I just like got really good at it and started liking it a lot and became obsessed with it. And I think my grandmother, if she saw this yarn wall, I mean, I know she can see it, right? But I would love to see her reaction, because she has the most amazing reactions to things. Like, oh my gosh, in Spanish, ay Dios mío, qué barbaridad, she would say. No me digas. She would say all these things, like either in a good way or a bad way. Like, she always would ask me how much I paid for something. She wanted to know how much everything was. How much was that? How much was that? How much do you pay rent? How much is your mortgage? How much? How much? And you're like, after a while, I kind of like learn, don't tell her, because she's gonna, we would say, she's gonna have a heart attack. Yeah, she would go crazy. Like, it's too much money, because, of course, back in her day, her rent was like what? I don't know. I don't know how much it was back in the 50s. How much would rent be for a new couple? I have no idea. In Chicago, I have no idea. How much was it to rent an apartment in Chicago in 1951? In 1950, I'm sorry. I don't know. Cammy, are you still there? My Google guy. How much in Chicago in 1950 would rent be for an apartment for a married couple? I have no idea. Grandma always spoke Spanish, and she was really happy or really angry. Spanish was her first language. Yeah. So no in between. Yeah, my grandmother spoke Spanish, and her mother spoke Spanish. Um, but my grandmother spoke English also. But my great grandmother, I've never heard her speak English. I don't remember her speaking English. Um, I don't know. She probably could. But yeah, my grandfather spoke English, but Spanish was his first language, but he had to speak English at work. So, but when he came home, He was done with English. And I didn't want to speak English at home, only for work. She said she thought in Spanish and had to think to speak in English. Sometimes I have thoughts in Spanish. Yeah, which is really weird because Spanish is not my first language. It's not, but I mean, I grew up in a Spanish speaking household. No, I didn't. My first years were in a Spanish speaking household. My first 5 years, I lived in a Spanish speaking household. And then no more Spanish after that. Only when I went to my grandmother's house. So my Spanish, I hear from people, they say, you used to speak Spanish. I don't remember just speaking. I don't remember speaking that much Spanish. I can understand more than I can speak. And it's not that I can't speak it, it's just my accent is horrible. I have an American accent, an English accent. Okay, this goes, oh, these ends are kind of funny. Why are they like this? I don't know. I don't like that's why you put a border on things. Ugh. I might have to buy another cake of yarn and make a border for this blanket because I really hate the sides. They're just, ugh, I don't like them. I know you probably can't tell. Other people won't be able to tell, but you know, I can tell. Yeah, it is great. You can get good jobs if you're bilingual sometimes. I remember I took a job and they assumed I spoke Spanish. And then when it came time to speak Spanish, they looked to me. There you go, Sandy. Now's you're on. I said, what? Who said I can speak Spanish? Well, they assumed because I'm Hispanic, I spoke Spanish. Not the case. Not the case. But I mean, I spoke enough to get by. I could speak enough to save my life. You know, that's about it. Oh, here comes the excitement. Somebody knocking at my door. Here comes the exciting part where the color transitions. I love this part. We're getting a new color from the cake. We're going from green to pink. I like this part. Now this cake transitions from green to pink. I'm told that these Karen wheels, Ogos, they don't transition. They just change. There's no funky color in the middle between, you know. Thank you. Did you say that it's a corner to corner pattern? What kind of yarn? It's Hobby Lobby Yarn Bee. It's their sugar wheel. Freud is something is the color name. Some French thing. It's not even the name of a color. Yarn. The colors, they're not even color names. Sometimes they name these yarn colors, you know, like running in fields. That's the color. What does that mean? Hey, V, how are you? Maribel is here. Hi. What's going on? We're just here. I'm working on my corner to corner blanket. Franca's here. Hi, Franca. I love that name. Thanks for coming. Has anybody seen my latest 3 videos I put out? I put out one on Sunday and I put out another one on Tuesday and another one this morning. And one of them is showing this yarn, this new Ogo yarn. This crazy, I don't know what Ogo means. Why O? It's O apostrophe G-O. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I'm reviewing that in my video. And then I have two videos where I'm actually yarn shopping. So you have to go and find them. Go on my channel, home channel page, when we're done, and go look at those videos. They're not too long. I didn't want to make them too long because sometimes it's, you know, our attention span as humans, it's not great. So, oh, I thought I saw something. Oh, they changed something. Yeah, thanks Maribel for watching. I now in 2019 I did that yarn crawl. We did like almost 20 yarn shops in 2 days, and they were like, you know, far away from each other. I think there was only a couple of yarn shops that were in downtown Chicago, so not very far from each other. But other than that, we had to, you know, drive at least 10 minutes to each location. At least 10 minutes. You know, one location was like an hour away from the other one. But yeah, we started out that morning, early in the morning, like 8 o'clock. And then we got back at like 7:30 at night. And we did it again the next day. It was quite an experience. But last year it changed, you know, with COVID, and this year same story. COVID strikes again. Oh my goodness. And now in Illinois, starting Monday, there's a mask mandate, which doesn't bother me. I don't care about wearing a mask. Um, it's none of my business if someone doesn't want to wear theirs. But now I feel like it's just like that's the start of, okay, first this masks, what else is going to be after that, you know? I just subbed to YouTube. Oh, no, I don't do tutorials. I have one. It's called How to Make a Chain. It's because I was trying to see how I would do with the tutorial. They're hard. The people that do make tutorials, they make it look easy, but it's not. I mean, I was struggling. Like, how am I supposed to do this? And I don't know. But yeah, it's mostly I go live, I do a little video here and there, and I actually used to crochet every day, all day. I took a little break, Franca, from crocheting so much because I got a new puppy. And so I was on some sort of paternity leave, and I wasn't really crocheting that much. But now my puppy is a little bit older. He's already going to be 7 months in a few weeks. That sounds dumb. He's 6 months old. And so now he's a little bit older, and he lets me, he lets me, he stays away from me more for longer periods of time. But before, when he was a puppy, he was like Velcro dog. Velcro, always stuck with me. And now, especially when Daddy comes home, he doesn't even know who I am. No, he gone. Gone with Daddy. So, and I'm sitting here, Franca. I'm like, if I look intoxicated, it's not because I am. I'm just drinking water. It's just because crochet relaxes me so much, it almost puts me to sleep. It doesn't sound dumb. Thanks. Yeah, paternity leave. It's a thing. I mean, I couldn't. It actually felt like those days when I had my babies, my human babies. Thank you, Franca. Yeah, because I was like in my PJs all day until my husband came home, and I'm like, thank God you're home. I could take a shower. Same thing. I was sleep deprived. I, I was like trying to sleep when he slept. Oh, man. But now those days are behind me, and I'm grateful. But he's still, he's still a puppy, and he still does things that take a lot of energy to fix, you know. So I'm just on here passing the time before we go over to raid Dana's channel at Triple C. Granny D's here. Hello. Thanks for coming. Granny D, I'm kind of falling asleep with this crochet. It's so relaxing. I'm getting like ready for a nap here. Jeanette is here too. Thanks for coming, Jeanette. How is everybody? Jeanette, I missed your live on Sunday. I usually don't miss it, but I missed it. I I was telling the people Sunday was an off day for me. It was so off I couldn't even go on my own live. Yeah. Uh, One of my friends posted some sort of sweater that she made that's knit. Looks so fantastic. I really like it. It almost, that picture almost made me want to learn to knit or want to attempt to knit. I know how to knit. I just don't have the patience for it. I mean, it's so, oh my gosh. But I do have a friend who can knit and not look. I just can't imagine that. Chester does these barks. Yes, Jeanette. It's freaking hot in the shy. What happened? Jeanette, do we live in Florida? Jeanette. I didn't think we lived in Florida, but every night, like the storm, you know, it's crazy. Last night, right, Jeanette? For those of you who don't know, Jeanette and I both live in Chicago. And you would think, we're close. No, we're not close because Chicago's big. Chicago's a big, big city. Yeah, it's been crazy weather here too. Kind of like Florida, like I was telling Jeanette. Very hot and muggy and humid all day, and then in the evening as it gets darker, it gets really dark because the clouds come in and it starts raining with thunder and lightning, like big bolts of lightning. Sheila is here. Hello, Sheila. Just check the weather here. 90 here in central North Carolina. I guess it's hot everywhere right now. These are the dog days of summer, huh? And oh, those kids that already are back to school. Ugh, I don't like going back to school when it's hot, when it's too hot. It's just hard to concentrate on anything, because I guess the pressure, the air pressure is like, oh, you can't even think. Oh, that's the phone. Babe, babe, Stage, Stage. That's the nickname I go. Babe. He fell asleep. He's not supposed to fall asleep. And my AV. Oh, wait, do you mean your AC went out? That's terrible. What are you gonna do? My gosh. You almost have to live in the shower. Just stay in the shower. Oh no. Do you have a basement? Babe. My husband is not waking up. Babe. Mm, 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 mm. This is not good. He's not supposed to go to sleep. We were we had kind of a rough night last night with Chester because he kept barking. Well, thank goodness the schools are air conditioned now. I remember when they weren't, in high school. And the buses, remember Granny D? The buses were not air conditioned. Jeannie is here. Hello, Jeannie. Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew it. I'd be in the shower all day. So I'm done. I can't. I get scared when it storms.
No, my phone's not working.
That the power will go out. Um, so I get scared the power will go out. So then I crank my air conditioning. I set it to really cold, so that if the power does go out, I'll have at least some, time before I get really hot.
What? Okay. Okay, wait, I'll do it.
What's going on? Huh? Your phone's not working?
No, you barely see anything. You see.
Oh, so you can't transfer.
Yeah.
But you can get a call, right?
Yeah.
You sure? Why don't you try to call your phone? And check your email because they have your email too. Your phone has been ringing. I've been like screaming, babe, screaming. Chester's been pouncing on you. You're out cold. Sorry. Okay. For those of you just coming in, we're waiting on the repair guy to come and repair my husband's cell phone because he dropped it and it cracked. And we have insurance, so that's what it pays for. They come the same day and fix it. Excuse me. Oh. Well, Jeanette, is it just your AC or all your power? Do you need a repair on your AC? Do you know when? Um, do you know when it's gonna come back on? Anything? Oh my gosh! Shoot, I don't know what I would do. Earlier, my foot fell asleep, and now I think it's getting ready to fall asleep again. Hopefully not. Did you check your email? Anything? I guess not. Well, the repair guy gave us a window from 3 to 5. So watch him go. Watch him come at 4:59. It'll be fixed today. That's good. Thank goodness. That is not a good problem to have. So I've got a lot of work done while on this live. I've been live for quite a while. It's been um, an hour and a half. So, oh, I'm sorry. Look, an hour and 40 minutes. It says right on there. And I'm just working on this corner to corner. Uh-oh. Is that them?
No.
No. What was that, your phone? The broken one? Yo,
What?
do you know I'm live right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, uh we were talking about food earlier, about fruit
That's right.
and how fruit is like supposed to be good for you, but then it makes you hungry and it turns into sugar. Yeah. Have you started making Chester warm sweaters for winter? My doggies love wearing warm sweaters in the winter. I haven't even looked at that pattern. I'm not a I wearables they perplex me. I don't know, maybe one day soon I'll sit down and actually attempt a sweater. It's not very gonna it shouldn't take me that long because Chester's so little. He's only 8 pounds or 9. He's about 9 right now. I don't know. Last I weighed him, he weighed 8.8. And before that, he was 8.2. And before that, he was 8.8. And then before that, it was 8.2. So he keeps, I don't know where those 0.6 pounds are going. But he is quite active. He does zoomies all over the house. He's more active than I am. He gets his 10,000 steps in. So our sofa, our couch is in the middle of the living room. So there's no wall behind it. So he likes to run around the couch, all around. He actually runs around the couch and the coffee table. So it's a big, not just the couch, but the couch and the coffee table. He just runs around, runs, and it's like really goes fast. For a small dog, he can run fast. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is nice and quiet in here. The air conditioning is really helpful. And I am so glad Jeanette is going to get her air conditioning fixed today because that is not fun. Crochet, crochet. How about those people who say knit instead of crochet? Can you knit me something? I pretend I know what I mean, I do know what they're talking about. I just pretend I don't even hear it. Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm telling you, this weather has people grumpy. Even if you're indoors, I'm thinking the pressure outside. It's just so humid and muggy. I don't know much about weather, but I know that it can affect you in ways that, you know, like my, my grandmother's saying, this is my other grandmother. She would always say, "It's gonna rain today because my knee hurts." I don't know where that came from, or if that's a real thing, but I've heard other, like, men will say, "My back hurts because it's raining today," or something like that. But I have no medical evidence to back those theories up. I could really use some coffee right now. Yes, I sure can. This crochet is just too relaxing. It's very therapeutic, especially especially this stitch that I'm doing. I really don't have to look at it. Oh, did you see the special last night? I don't know in your area if it aired, but on ABC there was a special about John Ritter last night. It's called Superstar, and I guess every episode they feature somebody. And yesterday they featured John Ritter, and they were talking about how, you know, where he went to school, who his parents are, and what after, where he went to school, and then how he eventually got the part of Jack Tripper and all that. Then they were talking about, I mean, his kids were on there. One of his kids was on there talking, and the Fonz from Happy Days was there, and the Fonz actually Henry Winkler the, was actually gonna guest star on his TV show Eight Simple Rules, and the day they were rehearsing, that's the day that John Ritter passed. And so I don't even know if they aired an episode with the Fonz on, but okay, yeah. That's okay, Granny D. Yeah, so I don't know if they aired it because I didn't really watch that show. I mean, it was not for me. I wasn't a good demographic for that show. There was a mom with two little kids, and it's just I was not into TV as much as I am now. Um, I don't know. Anyway, so that was that. But it was a really interesting show to watch because I really liked Three's Company. I love that show. That was like our version of Friends, the Gen X version of Friends. You know. Oh my. Yeah, I know, Granny D. Isn't that terrible about her AC? It's really. Jeanette says it's going to be fixed today, so that's good. But it's really hot in Chicago, and not only that, but like now is about that time where it's getting dark, the clouds are rolling in, and it's gonna start to rain and rain. And that sucks because I have to go to the store later on. I have to go to the butcher, the deli. I have to get my sausage. My sausage, as we say in Chicago. Sausage. Okay. Thanks for coming in, Jeanette. Yeah. Have you ever heard of the Chicago accent. They say it's a thing, but I'm not too sure. Some people say that they're offended when anybody says Chicago people have an accent because I guess it's not such a smart sounding accent because we say duh instead of the duh bears. What are you barking at? Chester sees something out of place. He doesn't like things when they're out of place. Okay, could you come and take this out of his way?
What is it?
That red thing.
It's been there all day.
I know. I couldn't stay in my mobile home with no AC. Thank goodness my bro, who lives right in front of me, has a generator from when my parents were alive. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's good that you have that. I would imagine it's kind of fun living in a trailer, nice and cozy. We went camping one time when I was little. We rented a trailer, like like a mobile home, and I thought it was so cool. Like everything you needed in one home is in this little vehicle. I thought it was cool, and I remember like playing with the little knobs on the stove, and it was a electric stove, so there was no grills. And I remember playing with them, and then we went out for something down to the local store. We came back, and my parents had realized I left the stove on. I didn't really realize I turned it on because nothing happened. I was used to stoves, and then fire comes out. But with electric stove, back then they didn't even turn colors in the middle. Now they make them where you could see that they're on. But back then, you couldn't tell that they were on. So I don't know if I got in trouble for that, but I just remember that. I think they were just more like glad they didn't, that nothing happened to the trailer. Yeah. Oh, crocheting, how you relax me. This is so peaceful. Nice and peaceful. Crochet. Have you been checking your email?
Let's see. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of good.
Yahoo?
Huh? Yeah.
Yahoo?
Yahoo. It's kind of good that they didn't come during my life because we were gonna we're gonna take a pretty potty break and then head on over to Triple C's. Okay, I'll see you there. Um, what was I gonna say? What was I saying? I can't remember. Yeah, I was saying I'm kind of glad the repair guy didn't come while I was on live because we were not gonna let him in. We were gonna have him do what he needed to do in the hallway, and the hallway's not air conditioned. It's not extremely hot there because it's bricks in the hallways, so it's not that bad, but it's not that comfortable either. Let's put it this way: on a normal day, on a 75-degree day, the hallway seems like it's air conditioned, you know. But on a day like today, it's a different story, especially we're up here on the fourth floor. Sheila, I am working on a corner to corner using the corner to corner stitch, but I use half double crochets with my corner to corner. And I don't put, I put 1, 2, 3 after I chain 2 in each box. In the meantime, I almost forgot to do this. I'm going to go and see if I can put Dana's link up on the chat. Now, she's not on yet. She must be running a little behind. Sometimes that happens. I know how that goes. But here is her link. I'll put it here. And we'll finish over here at my house. We can go over to Dana's house and continue the party. Just at a different house. Okay. Speaking of, that reminds me of a progressive dinner. Anybody else out there heard of a progressive dinner? We can't do it now, of course, but it's a dinner where you get several hosts, okay? And none of these hosts participate in the dinner. They're just hosting. So it might be older couples hosting, like school kids, college kids. And so a bunch of college kids go and they go to one house for an appetizer. And then they stay there for a little while and what they call fellowship, and they have drinks and, nothing, no adult drinks. But anyway, then they go out to their vehicle and they go out to a different house. And that house maybe has the salad. And they stay there for a little while and, they chat. And then they go to a different house. And that house has the main course, the main dinner. And then they eat that and have a good time, maybe play a game or two. Then they go to another house for dessert. And, same thing. They might even throw in another house for like hot cocoa at the end, after the dessert. Hey, Miss Tina is here. Hi, how are you? I was just talking about a progressive dinner. Do you know what that is? And we used to do those with our church before, whether it was the group of women, the group of moms, the mom group, or like the group of high school kids. And it was cute, but, to be a host, you're hosting like 12, 15 kids at one time, or 20 adults maybe. But it's it's not for everybody. I mean, I wouldn't want 20 people in my house at one time. Although I've had a party at my house before and there was 82 people. I lived in a bigger house then. But we had a pool in the backyard. So we had 82 people in that house. Crazy. And, we also extended it to the garage, the front of the house, the backyard, in the house. We had the main level people were in there, the lower level people were there. Even some people went on the top level, like a couple ladies were nursing their babies, so they used the top bedroom, but There was people everywhere. I remember that day mopping the floor. Holy cow! Because I had all, you know, wooden floors and tile. This is an H hook, uh, 5 millimeter, and everybody had their shoes on. And oh my gosh, when I mopped the floor, I was changing the water every little while, and it was like black. The water was just black. And it was just, oh, I kept mopping and mopping. And I remember my back was like killing me. And it was just, I remember I couldn't go to sleep until that floor was mopped. Remember that party, babe? And I remember, no, you get in your car, Elizabeth. Uh, I remember, what was I going to say? This party. Our refrigerator was so full of food because we had catering and we made stuff. People brought stuff, and it was just like there was food everywhere. I had food in my fridge. Then I had a cooler in the garage, and then we had like a cooler in the kitchen for drinks, and it's just food everywhere. Yeah, no, you don't walk, you drive. Well, at least we did. I guess you could do where you walk. I guess if you could find people that live that close to each other that all want to be hosts. But that's hard to find these days. Even here, I live in a complex with where there's 8 buildings, and each building has like 15 to 20 apartments, right? And in the middle of all these buildings, is a big area, parking lot, little courtyards, ponds. It's really pretty. And it would be nice if like we had like well, not right now, like a kind of an old fashioned block party, you know. I'm just gonna adjust this thing here. This is really bothering me, something on my phone. Okay. Anyway. But no, I mean, one time we started arranging it, and okay, 8 buildings, 15 to 20 apartments, each building, times at least 2 people living there. That's a lot of people. Only like 7 people were interested. 7 out of all those. Come on. I guess there's no sense of community, live community. Everything is virtual, you know? But yeah, we can't really even try again for that until this pandemic is officially over, like over, like out cold, not just like almost over. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Our hospitals in Illinois are like full to capacity almost. So we're going back to wearing masks on Monday, which what's the point of starting it on Monday? Why not start it now? I mean, most people go out on the weekend. So what are you going to spread one more germs for the weekend and then like stop spreading germs after the weekend? It makes no sense. Like if you wanted a mask mandate, why wouldn't you start it right away? I mean, are you allowing for people to go out and buy masks? Shouldn't people already have them from before? Did they burn them? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get too political, so I'll stop talking about that. Anyway, though, one thing about wearing a mask is there's a lot of police out there, a lot of masked police out there. And then there's like, sometimes I can't even help but think in my head, that person's wearing their mask all wrong. I get judgmental. I don't like that. So that's what I don't like about it. It was fine when it was optional because it was optional. So it didn't bother me. I mean, he doesn't want to wear his mask. He doesn't want to wear his mask. But now, when it's mandated, and then you're not even wearing your mask the right way, what the heck? I mean, like they're wearing it right here. You know, I well, I don't know. Or like their nose is exposed, and I know a lot of people can't cover their nose. It's hard for them to breathe, but um, I don't know. So then that means, do they have to stay home too? Probably. Okay, wasn't I gonna stop talking about this? Yes, I was. I was going to start. We are officially 2 hours in for this live. That's good. That's a good chunk of time. Because I'll tell you, my watch hours are going down, down, down. Sadly. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot more watch hours under my belt. Uh, a lot more. And I'm going to really try and work hard to make some more videos for you guys and not be lazy about it. I wouldn't call it lazy. I would call it distracted with other things. You know, I say I'm going to make a video like, let me do this. Let me do this load of laundry first. Let me load the dishes into the dishwasher first. Let me sit for a little while and gather my thoughts. And then it never happens. I actually forgot about a load of laundry. Speaking of laundry, I forgot about a load of laundry I did yesterday. This morning I woke up, I looked in my laundry room, I saw my laundry was finished. Finished? Oh, I had started it over 24 hours before. I totally forgot about it. So I had to run the machine again. Not a big deal, but I really don't like to run big machines like that in the daytime when it's really hot because they used to teach us when I was small to think about all the air conditioners that are running, right? And then on top of that, you're going to run the dishwasher and the washing machine and the dryer. Try not to do it until later at night when it's cooler and the air conditioners aren't blasting so much. So we were always taught that. It was actually probably mandated in my neighborhood in Chicago. Like you cannot, no appliances running, no dishwasher, no washing machine until 7 p.m. Between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., no. Only run your machines from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. I don't know if that was just one particular summer, but then it would always stuck with me. I always kept it in my head, like, okay, like, just try to cooperate. So, so this morning when I ran my washing machine, I started running it, and I'm like, oh crap, I shouldn't have started that load because it was after 7 a.m. And then I'm gonna have to stick it in the dryer. Otherwise, if I don't, I'm gonna have another mess. Like that was the problem in the first place. The wash did not go from the washing machine to the dryer right away. So I wasn't a very good um, citizen today. Yeah, looking good. Won't need this blanket for a while though. 'Cause it is muggy out there. Even when I sat down. earlier to use this to work with this. I was like, I don't know if I could sit with my with this on my lap this long, but it's not bad. Okay, you're going. Well, thanks. Is Dana on now? She is on now. I didn't even see. I'm sorry. All right, let's all go to Dana. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Okay, we're going to Dana's house. I'll see you at Dana's. There she is. There's her link. All right. Bye, everybody. Take care and stay safe. I'll see you on Dana's.